Poverty, prejudice, climate change, the threat of nuclear war. There certainly is a lot of darkness going on in the world these days, says our next guest, but he also offers a way to shine a light into these dark places. What if we, as one people, we were to keep our lights on instead of complaining about all the darkness? That's exactly what Barbados native turned Cambridge youth minister Karlos Cobham is preaching through his ministry at First Holiness Church and through his new music album called Stay Lit, featuring 8 tracks, including a single by the same name. We now welcome to the show, to end our show, Karlos, with some optimism to lift everyone up. Karlos, thanks for coming into Urban Update. Let's begin with a little background on you. Now, you were born in Barbados. How did you end up here in Cambridge?
Okay, so Barbados. I was studying film and theater in Barbados at the University of the West Indies, Arabara Center for Creative Imagination. Then I did an exchange program at York University in Toronto. During that period coming on to the ending, I decided, you know what, I really want to do a little studies at Berklee College of Music. So I went over there, did a little study in there about the music business. While I was there, I connected with Apostle Orange. She just celebrated 20 years, but pastoring at the First Holiness Church. And I just sung one song on a Sunday. She heard that song and was touched by it. The people were touched by it. And I remember before leaving to go back to Barbados, she was like, "Young man, if I had my way right now, I'll have you be my youth minister." And she encouraged me to, give me a call before when you finish your studies. And I was just led. I remember wrapping up college, and I was wondering, God, what should I do next? And I remembered that same conversation that I had, and I decided to give a call, and the rest was history. So here I am.
And that's how you got involved in youth ministry. Tell me a little bit more about First Holiness Church. First of all, where is it located?
First Holiness Church, 211 Columbia Street, Cambridge, Massachusetts.
Okay, and the music and your content, who are you trying to reach with your music, and what's your message?
Well, my main goal is to reach youth, young adults maybe as well. Families, yes, but youth in particular. So when you hear the style of music, the message is very encouraging, like stay lit, encouraging people to keep their lights on. There's a lot of negativity going on out there in the world. So my goal is to make sure the music is sound, is positive, it shapes mindsets in the right direction so that it leads people to their destiny. Because there's a lot of negativity out there, on television, on radio, in media, and my goal is just to flood media with wholesome, positive, godly content.
And how do you combine the music with the ministry? And talk to me about the response you've gotten from young people.
Sometimes we would have concerts apart from the Stay Lit album release party. I remember we did something called the WOW concert, Walking on Water concert. We were fundraising to actually go to Barbados, and we actually came up with our goal. That was just one of our events. So that's one of the ways that I would use music. And also in the summer, we have something called the DYM, Destiny Youth Ministry Summer Arts Program. So what we did was we taught the kids music, film, theater for 2 weeks. And then 2 weeks after that, they took what they've learned and pretty much produced. So they learn, create, and produce, and that goes on every summer, and then they end off with a showcase. It's an amazing experience.
And do you find that music gives you a platform that younger people can respond to?
Most definitely. I believe music is one of the most impactful resources right now, especially for youth in particular. You may try to have a conversation with them, but they listen to a lot of music, they watch a lot of videos, and I believe media is the tool to reach our youth today. They're always on their phones, always on their iPads, so yes, media is the way to reach our youth today.
So true, so true. So tell me a little bit more about your album and the song Stay Lit. Here's the CD here,
yes.
Stay Lit. Tell me about it.
So Stay Lit, that pretty much hit me one day, you looking on and just seeing all the darkness that's happening. Every 5 minutes you turn on the news, you hear something negative going on in the world. It's like, when are we going to hear something positive? And it just hit me, stay lit, to encourage people. We need to be the light. Everyone has a light inside of them. And so instead of us complaining about all this chaos, all the darkness, what if we go in we be the light and we be the change. So Stay Lit is really encouraging people to stay on fire, keep their lights going, and from a Christian standpoint, stay on fire for Jesus, because there's so much that's affecting us today and trying to pull us into the dark. Yes.
Fascinating. Now, Stay Lit album is available on iTunes, Google Play?
Yes, iTunes and Google Play, you can find Stay Lit.
Okay, that's amazing. What about is there a theme to your songs in general, that you're a message, a theme or a message to your music in general?
Well, messages generally develop based upon the experiences that I go through. So God would take me through some experiences because He wants me to sing from an authentic place. So He takes me through experiences such as, not feeling good enough. I remember there's a song that I came up with. It's called Good Enough. So I had to believe that I am good enough to do what God had called me to do. So it was, this feeling of just not feeling good enough. You may see a dream, you may see a vision, but sometimes you feel like you're not good enough. And then God has encouraged me to write this song, You Are Good Enough. He showed me that there are people out there who are limited themselves just because of how they feel. So they have these dreams, they have these goals, but just within them is the stumbling block. It's not what's without, but it's what's within. So I want to encourage everybody now that I believe, I got over that hurdle, so now I can go and sing to people, you are good enough.
You talk about the darkness and all the things that are going on in the world, all the negative things. Yes. Do you think that, do you see that in the young people that you yes. minister to and that you guide through music? Do you see the darkness in their eyes? I mean, they're only kids. Do you think?
Most definitely. Most definitely. I'm fortunate to serve the youth, particularly at First Olive Church, because when I look around at the church, I don't see a lot of fathers there. And it gives me the opportunity to kind of be that figure in their lives. And I mean male and female. A lot of them do not have their dads at church, or even in their lives as well. So it's really, God hit me with that. It was mind-blowing to see that, because I was there, but not knowing my full reason for being there. And then over time, God was showing me, this is why you're there, so it's really heartbreaking. And to see that how I was thinking was really smaller to what God was trying to reveal to me. Yeah.
Okay, and anything else at all? Any other message you'd like specifically to give out to all the young people out there who might be watching right now?
I just want young people in particular to know that you can do this. You are good enough to do this and to be the light. I know that you're going to face a lot of darkness at school. You're going to face a lot of darkness in your community or even within your home. But if you be the light, young people, you can be the change. You can shine. You can do it. All you got to do is shine your light and see. All right. You are good enough.
Karlos Cobham, First Holiness Church, youth minister and musician, recording artist as well. Stay Lit is the CD.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for coming in, and good luck with everything, and keep up the good vibes.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, my pleasure. Okay, well, that's it for this edition of Urban Update. I'm Byron Barnett. For all of us here at Urban Update, have a great Sunday, everyone.